Okay, hi guys, I'm Journey. I like to do crafts and stuff, and I have a lot of hobbies, and one of my hobbies is crocheting, so that's what this video is about. So let's get into it. Today I am going to hopefully teach you how to read a yarn label. I picked this video because when I first started to crochet back in like 2021 up to last year, so 2023 is when I really got into crochet, and 2024 this year I'm really into it. And so I also got a knitting machine, so I've learned more about yarn and everything, so I figured I might as well attempt. I'm trying to grab some yarn labels here. These are all of the yarn labels that I have from this year. This doesn't mean I used the yarn, it just means that I took the label off. So I'm gonna grab, I think these are the same. Yeah, they say the same. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna grab a Dollar Tree label and one of these labels, the Baby Bee label, and then I'm gonna grab, yeah, that's what I was looking for. Okay. And then I'm gonna grab a Walmart label, this label, and pretty much every single yarn that you get, the label's gonna basically say the same thing. So let's start with this one. It's the biggest because why not? So it's gonna look like this, and obviously you'll have your yarn in it. I actually have them, but it's down there in the bin. So this label is very easy to read. It's got everything right on the front, and it says really big, 100% acrylic, and it even says it in Spanish, 100% acrylic. I'm not saying it in Spanish. My pronunciation is horrible. You can ask Ada. So you see the 397 yards. That is just saying how long it is. And then the 7 ounces is if you were to put the skein of yarn on like a scale, that's how much it would weigh. And for I know that some crochet books you buy, it doesn't go off of how many skeins you're gonna need. It goes off of how many ounces or grams you're gonna need, or yards, or milliliters, I think. I don't know what the M stands for, sorry. So yeah. So this box right here, it will look like your skein of yarn, and it'll have a number on it. This is where I bring this one in. Nope, wrong one. This is where I bring this one in. And this one is a 4. You can see it's a 4, but this one is a 6. That is because this yarn is thicker in size. This is a 4, this is a 6. You can tell the difference. And so this is worsted weight, and then this is like plushy yarn or Bernat yarn. I don't know, it's got a bunch of different names. And so then the other 2 boxes right here, usually the knitting one is in the middle. Yeah, I think it's always in the middle, and it'll tell you what knitting needles you would need for the thing, and it also will tell you 4 inches times 4 inches, 10 inches by 10 inches. and it's going to tell you how many stitches you need, like for the base of the square for knitting and crocheting as well. So you need 17 stitches for knitting, and you'll need a US 9 hook, which is a 5.5 millimeter. You can, if you don't have a hook, you can get multiple different types of hooks. I would suggest just going to Hobby Lobby and getting the $1.99 hook. I would also suggest getting a couple different types of hooks. The only hook I do not suggest is a plastic crochet hook, because that is not going to go smoothly on your yarn, and it might snag it as well. And then with the crochet, you'll need 12 stitches in 15 rows. So 12 stitches for the bottom, and then up you'll need 15 rows, but for knitting you need 17, and then you need 23 for the same size square. So it's good that they say that. And then if you go down here, it'll say worsted yarn. At least this label does. I don't know if the other ones do. I'll go through all 4 of these labels with you guys, don't worry. And the material content is 100% acrylic. And then the care instructions: machine wash, tumble dry. And then it says machine washing and drying. Wash in water not exceeding 104 degrees at delicate setting. Do not bleach. Tumble dry at low heat. Do not iron or press. Do not dry clean. Right? And then it looks like a lot of words, but all of this is Spanish, which I think is great. So this here is just this in Spanish. And then this middle one I know means it's washer safe. This one means it's not iron safe because it's got the iron and then it's got the X. And this one means no, like, pressing, which is kind of the same thing as ironing, but like it's not. I don't know, y'all. So yeah, and then I'm trying to find it. And then it has just an address. And then the paper sleeve, you can recycle it. What I'm looking for, which I cannot find, is a die lot number, because sometimes with yarn, whether it's knitting or crochet, yarn is yarn. You can have the same die lot, which is you get either a solid color or like mixed colors of yarn. And a prime example of that is this yarn. Say you want this exact color, you will need to get this color, and then you will need to go back and save your like sleeve and look for a die lot color, because that is the group that it was dyed in. And sometimes they usually don't look really different, but sometimes they really do. So I think it just depends on anything, I guess, chance. But yeah, my bra's like that. Sorry. So I'm actually gonna now do the Bernette baby blanket, adorable. You will see if they're from Hobby Lobby or like Walmart, and they're like name brands and not like generic brands, you will usually find a price on it. And I suggest going to Hobby Lobby, and then if you can't find the yarn you're looking for, I suggest then going to Walmart. Hobby Lobby, I say that because Hobby Lobby usually has a bunch of yarn on sale. Like when I bought these three, I bought 3 of them. All yarn there was 30% off. Usually they always have a sale for something going on. So yeah, so you can see on this one down here, right here, it says 3.5 ounces and 92 yards. And that is this yarn. So there is less yarn because it is thicker. So keep that in mind when you're buying plush yarn. The lot number, which is right here on these labels. See, the lot number is 4020064. So if they have 4002, 0067, it might be a little bit off of a color than this. The name color is Sugar Plum 500, which Sugar Plum is the color name, and then 500 is probably like just the color. Yeah, this is their address, or like where the factory is. It's made in Turkey, by the way. I have yarn made in Turkey. And now here to the juicy stuff, which we're all here for. This bit. So this one is set up different than the other one, and that is because this is a different brand. So yeah. So this actually has 9 grams, 3.5 ounces, 92 yards, and 85 meters. So this is you can see it right there. It is a bulky 5. So this is a 4, and then this is a 5. You can wash it by hand. You cannot put it in the washer. You cannot iron it. So yeah, with the hook size for knitting and crocheting, usually, no matter what yarn it is, they usually end up using the same size needles. But this is actually kind of interesting. So this says if you're using knitting needles, you need 8mm. But if you need a crochet hook, you use a 9mm. And the UK size, they put 0. Sorry to my UK friends. So yeah. So an 8mm, it says use 8mm knitting needles, US size 11. And then it says UK size 0. And then it says use 9mm crochet hook, US size M to 3, UK size 00. That's confusing. Like, that's what all of this says. So yeah. I do know that I try to find, when I'm like going into stores and I'm buying yarn, I like to look for a yarn that has a lot of yards, because I know I'm gonna get more, but that is still cheap. Because I have found yarn that has 92, I think, yards, and then I found this that has 65 yards, and it's the exact same yarn, it's just in a different color. This yarn actually, these are very easy to read, the Dollar Tree ones. Yes, I got yarn at Dollar Tree, that's not the point. So the color is black. Okay, so this is right here. So I caked it up. I also used a little bit of it. So yeah. So there's actually, I want to guess, a pattern on the inside. Most yarn labels have patterns on the inside. Some of them don't. I think it just depends on the brand. Like the I Love This Yarn, I think every single one of their yarn labels has a crochet thing in the middle. This is not a pattern. It kind of just, let me skim through it. It basically just says, thank you for choosing to craft with Premier Yarns. We hope you enjoy every stitch. Premier Yarns is focused on bringing you the newest yarns in traditional and modern style from our European sourced company owned mills in Turkey. Visit premieryarns.com to see the full collection and find the perfect project and inspiration. Check out our videos on YouTube or join the creative conversation on Facebook and Ravelry. I can't say it. With our appreciation, Hal Osbill, president and the Premier Yarns team. So that's what this all says, and then this says that just in Spanish, so that's great. And this actually says 2023 Premier, so this might be yarn from 2023. I bought this like Saturday. Today's Monday. No, I think about the Sunday. Anyway, this yarn, actually their label's pretty neat. They have a 0 to 9-inch scale. So yeah, I'm actually gonna look them up on YouTube and see if I can find any inspo. Alright, the last but not least, I think my favorite label. This actually comes with a nice piece of tape right here, and and then usually if it's still sticky, which it usually is, I just fold it over, which it's not sticky. Okay, so this has no label. This is the Lion brand yarns. Visit lionbrand.com. We share inspiring images, ideas, and tips for knitters and crocheters. So I'll have to check out them too, and then it just says it in Spanish. So this yarn I like a lot. So that is the name of it. I don't know how to pronounce that. I know this says baby. Okay, so I actually like how this is set up. So this says 5.3 ounces. And then it says 150 grams right next to it. It's basically just the same thing, just worded differently. And then under that is 590 yards, and that is actually 540 meters. And then under that it says machine washable and dryable. Oh, that's actually machine dryable? Nice. Most yarn you can put in the dryer no matter what. But some yarn tells you not to and just to lay it flat to dry, which I would listen to that, but sometimes I'd be forgetting. It says made in Turkey. It is a lightweight 3. That is what this means. I know I already showed you guys this. And then this is just the crochet needle, the knitting needles, and then the crochet hook. And then this is just if you can wash it and dry it or not, like what you can do if you can't press it. You can wash it, you can dry it. This actually is very good that they put this on here. So it says, note, balls of yarn from the same dye lot may differ due to the unique effect within each color. This is the charm of the yarn. And then it says it in Spanish. I think that's very good because a lot of people don't realize that if you're making a big project and you have to have it, like you want to have it the exact same color and color combo, and like with this yarn, it shows you the colors that it's gonna turn out, and that's very nice. And then that's their address under it, I think. Yeah, I wonder if I like write them letters, if they'll send me like free yarn. I doubt that. I don't know why I would think that. I'm gonna buy more anyway. And then there's actually no dye lot. No. I think that's in Spanish actually, now that I think about it. Make sure to match dye lot numbers. It says make sure to match dye lot numbers. And then it has this up here, but I don't see their like Instagram or anything. I think it may just be lionbrand.com. Probably, I don't know. I do know that they have Instagram, so I will be checking them out. I'll probably also check them out on Facebook. So it's a lionbrand.com and Lion Brand yarns. Okay, so this yarn, I use this on my knitting machine. I've bought this yarn twice now. Well, the first time I didn't buy it, but I used it. So yeah, I just compressed it because it's taking up a lot of space in my bin that I keep all of my crochet stuff in. I hope you guys liked this little teaching experience. If you liked it, let me know. I will probably remake this video in a year or two just to see if I can make the video look better. Whatever. If you guys ever have any video suggestions, let me know. Bye, y'all. Have a good one.